once again for the Lotad lowdown. Well, I was going to actually get a little cast for him, but this guy came in and snuck in. Daniel, how you doing? By the way, check this out. I'm actually using a solar-powered recharger booth. It's the coolest thing. You can actually recharge your phone just through solar panels. So I'm sitting here outside on a bench here, just recharging the phone. And hopefully this cast form will do something good. Let's see what it is. Not a shiny. Yeah. Now that it's warmer out, I can actually sit out here instead of just bracing for winter. It's really nice. It's windy, but it's nice out. Okay, let's see what this first research task is. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. Like you're just using the sun to power your phone. All right, battle in a raid. Okay, well this hatch and egg I'm gonna get rid of first. Hey, what's going on? Thank you for joining. I just well, yeah, it's the Wi-Fi in the area here. It's not that. It's at a water aquatics area, so it's kind of chancy. No pun intended. Let me just see what else is here. I do not want that Marwell. No worries. I'm just glad you stopped by. Yeah, you can come and go. I mean, you know, people got a million things to do. I understand that. Where's that other Pokestop? It's right around. By the way, for a research task, you can't use gyms. You can only use Pokestops. So I'm going to unplug for now. Yeah, I figure as much. That's the problem with doing live streams over chancy Wi-Fi. It just I've even watched Ice Poseidon, and he carries around like a mobile hotspot, and even he gets blocky internet sometimes. Maybe if I move away from here, it'll help. Squirtle. Alright, let's see. Anyway, if you don't know, it's the same thing as like the other research tasks where once you use a stop, you can't use the same one. Even if it gets refreshed, you have to keep going. It's basically like a train. So I might as well walk over, check this and check that. Some people have already gotten shinies. Electrify, welcome. Thank you for joining the chat. It is choppy. I even noticed that mine already shiny. How about that? Well, I'm not a. He's okay. I'm gonna have to take this a little serious now because they can run. He's gonna snap into this time. 2, 3. Alright, let's just see what this one says. Catch a cast from. I should have just waited 2 more seconds. I wonder if they increased the chance of shiny lately, because I've been noticing people have been getting them a lot more lately. Maybe it's a drum. Honestly, at this point, I think the Pokemon, until they release Gen 5, or having something completely new or something completely different, it's reached a saturation. Event exhaustion. Basically, with all the events that are going on, people are getting tired of having to jump around and do all these events. And people are starting to being selective of what events they actually go to now, where instead of just doing them all, they say, well, I don't really need this, I don't really need that, so I'll just do this. They'll eventually get to a point where I'm not going to do any of it until it's something really, either something really new or something I really want. So, yeah. Alright, first research task. Let's see what it is. Probably Lotad. Yep. Actually, this will... Well, I'll get a chance to see how many candies I have. If I have enough to evolve a shiny one or not. Or more specifically, if I should have one of each. Yeah, it's a little windy. Hair looks weird. I have nothing. So I'm going to have to collect them. Here's a recap. Already got a shiny cast form. That was pretty quick. Within the third cast form and catching it, got people playing hockey. Like, check this out. It's April. Well, almost April. And they're playing ice hockey. Of course, it's not even real ice. It's one of those ironic things that because it's nicer out, everyone's going outside, but now they're doing all ice and snow stuff, which is kind of weird. Yeah, these cast forms are like a lot, so. $878. Please help me to reach 898. That's my goal for the hour or for the day. If I get close to 900. Okay, great. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're only as good as your local Wi-Fi providers are. I've seen Ice Poseidon do his live streams when he's walking around town, and it's at least you're able to. At least it's buffering for him. He's had whole blackouts, points where it just cuts and you just hear audio, or the whole video is completely distorted. I mean, really bad. And he actually has a mobile hotspot on a laptop that he keeps in the backpack that runs. He has like this whole big setup. But I don't talk about Ice Poseidon anymore. He's created too much drama for himself. I spent 2 Pokestops. That should be easy enough. Wait a minute. That I don't have one. Okay, be very, very careful. We're hunting Shieldons here. I'm gonna have to actually post this in Discord. Oh well. First, wait. Yeah. Look at that new Pokedex. I'm gonna have to announce that because I know there's a lot of people looking for Shieldon. So let me just say, bear with me as I go into my Discord. By the way, if you guys don't use Discord, it's a great use not just for Pokemon Go. It's great for any. What's those crap? I'll have to hide this. No, hide. Yes. Okay. Yep, that's life. Let's see. Sightings. Wharf. It's not the Star Trek wharf. It's the Water Aquatics Recreation Facility. Yeah, I got it. I'll just give them the actual stop it's near. Beautiful fountain candy. They're gonna have to put up with my face on the Discord, so. Whoa, that's the problem with the recorder. It gets in the way of that. Okay. There you go. I did my due diligence for the day. All right, let's see. Not a shiny. But there should be another stop around here. Oh, there's a bridge over there. I'm not going to go to it now. But I never saw that before. Huh. Okay, let's see what else is going on here. It only stops over there. Okay, these squirtles. I actually don't need squirtles. I got lots and lots of squirtles. You know, this could sound crazy, but probably in every other video I have, there's always a screaming kid in the background. These people, control your kids a little bit, will you? Well, I wish there's these girls at the carousel that someone almost backed up into them. I wish I was recording. Should have asked them to subscribe. Alright, so I'll hit this stop and then I'll probably get that research. Then I'll hit the road. Don't worry, I'm still going to put my video out. There is some critical news that needs to get out there like now. Alright, let's just spin this and there you go. Lotad. Let's see. Yeah, so now all I need to do is try to get a shiny Lotad. So I got the shiny cast form, I just need a shiny Lotad. Plus, as an added bonus, I'm getting walk distance for my Buzel, so that's good. I don't know why I have a cord in my pocket. I'm not actually charging. Probably just looks like it. Alright. Time to head on out.
She said she was going to sing from one to one.
Okay. Yeah, there's an open house here, but I missed it. Kind of wanted to see what they had. Basically, this is a water aquatics facility. It's a kind of like a public pool where you can take lessons. Actually, I should go here more. Play around with the pool. All right, here we go. This will be a little less windy inside the car. Another cast form. Yeah, a second shiny. This is crazy. I've never had shinies like this. Shinies for days. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to do... No, I don't need that. I'll just do that. Yeah, this is the second one. I mean, that's real quick and real... Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, King. King Diplomats. This is actually why I like YouTube so much. It's great if you can get famous and you can get money and all that stuff, but I really like just having a community, people to talk to while I'm doing things. It shows that there's actually people out there. And I find there's actually a lot of people that are like-minded. Look at that. So far, 2 shiny cast forms. And I mean, I haven't really been trying. And I got a Pokedex entry. Iron Tail. I don't know how well good it is, but yeah, it's not that good. But it's a Pokedex entry. I'm all about filling out the entry, and I'm severely lacking in the Sinnoh. Well, now I got the shield, and I can evolve. I got these 2. I'll take care of that soon. I'll have to put some work into that one. I'm working on this one now. Yeah, same here. It's great. You know what fame is good for? Not to be famous, but it's good to promote things that you care about. If you're famous and you want to donate to a specific charity, or if you want to put positivity in a certain thing, like let's say, like I'm all about increasing people's mental health status across the board. And if you can actually contribute in a very positive way, yeah, exactly. That's how I like it. It's like I can go on, and I have. I've spent, there's one after dark before it was the ghost hunting stuff. I used to call when I would drive around playing Pokemon Go after dark, like after hours, like after the raids would be done, it'd be like 3 in the morning, and I would wind up talking for like 2 hours. But that's that's all well and good. But I was just talking. When people actually, now to be fair, there's some fans would come on and would talk to me, which was great. It was awesome. I can talk, but even there, like I can't do like a Mystic 7 where I could talk for 12 hours straight. I have a feeling he probably could, but yeah. But I love interacting with people. That's well, ultimately what I want to do is, regardless of what I do on the channel, like if it's Pokemon Go, Harry Potter, MLP, even if it's just DIY, famous or not famous, I would like to just meet up with people, have meetups, just go to. I'm actually planning. I have to work on this, save up money for this. I'm gonna have to strategize a little. But I am planning on going to VidCon in California this summer. As long as there's nothing major. If you don't know, VidCon is like a YouTuber convention. Now, obviously, I'm not going as a panelist because I'm not big enough for that yet. I stress yet. But I'm going to throw it out there already. I'm going to try to start a game of Werewolf. If you guys have heard of Werewolf, it's a game kind of like Mafia where you sit in a circle and there's like villagers, werewolves, and a seer. And basically you close your eyes and you pick people to be werewolves and you pick people to be seers, or you use like playing cards to determine. And what the job of the werewolves are is their job is to try to kill off all the villagers one by one without getting caught. The job of the seer is to try to get the civilians to find the werewolves. The job of the civilians is to try to figure out who the werewolves are. So you all close your eyes, and the werewolves pick a particular person, and then that person dies. So it's a little bit of strategy involved, because if everyone dies like from one side of the room, then you can pretty much guess that it's someone on the other side, kind of thing. It's a fun game. It's a very social, fun game. And when I used to go to conventions, I used to play it all the time. A person mentally determines the relationship status. Yeah, I agree with that. Because even because someone says a thing doesn't necessarily mean it's a thing until a person actually believes it. And it's not even something that's said, it's something that's actually believed, in the sense of anybody could say, like, anyone could say that they're an Apache helicopter, but do they actually believe it? Do they actually feel like they're an Apache helicopter, or are they just saying it? So in the same sense, like if someone says they're married to a robot, they can say that, but do they actually believe that? Now, there are some people that actually do believe that they're married to a robot, and that's their full belief system is like, this robot, I'm married to this robot, and that's me. And they wholeheartedly believe it. Now, I'm not going to judge anyone on that, because everyone's unique in their own way. So, gone are the days when you have to worry about, well, actually I can't say that, not yet, but soon, the days of people judging each other. I mean, people are always going to judge each other, but whether or not it's going to affect you or not, that's up to you to decide. I forget why these guys are... Did I do a raid? I must have taken down a gym at one point. Maybe it was last night. Yeah, I actually wound up doing a trading. Someone's trying to get their extra small Lotad badges. Yeah, negative energy. Negative energy doesn't do anything but cause more negative energy. It's not beneficial at all. And that's why I try to stay away from it as much as I can. It's, nothing's bulletproof, and, we all have our fallibilities and we all have our instances. But it's the mindset that we have in the moment when we do a thing and we say a thing. Then if you realize a thing, do you go back and reconcile and other aisles to fix it? Or do you absorb it and move on? Or do you kind of ignore it? Someone that gave a wise piece of advice: forgiveness is not to forgive the wrongdoer for doing wrong. Forgiveness is the ability for the person that got victimized to heal. Forgiveness allows the person that got hurt to be able to move on. Not forgiving the person who did it, but forgiving themselves and forgiving the situation so that they can actually move on their own, on their lives. I think that's a really powerful statement, because people do wrong things, and there's justice and there's remediation and there's all sorts of tools to help resolve that. But it's like the saying, a lot of people try to forgive, but no one ever forgets. And I'm not saying people should forget, but if you forgive yourself, at least you forget the hurt that's done to you. You don't forget what was done to you, but you disallow the hurt from affecting you. From that, so much stress dealing with inaccurate. Well, the chat disappeared. Well, let me just do this. That's the thing about DU Recorder. It has this thing where chat fades. I don't know why. Still haven't figured that out. Yeah, wait. Okay, well, that's weird. Oh, there we are. So much stress dealing with inaccurate facts, insecurities, and a person's mental health issues to put you down. Makes no sense. Logically, most people don't understand this type of... Yeah. And I think some people just don't want to understand it, to be honest with you. They don't... Like with everything in life, there is a certain amount of effort and work involved to be who you are and who you want to be. And I think some people, I won't say they've given up, but I think a lot of people just kind of just floating on by, just living in the moment and not really focusing on who they are anymore. It's like a lot of people are lost. Yeah, that's a good word, lost. All right. I'm gonna have to hide that for a second. DU Recorder, you're nice, but you're in the way sometimes. Anyways, I'm gonna try to get some other Pokestops, so I have to hit the road. Let's see, where do I go from here? I can go that way, head into town. I'm just trying to think of the most efficient route, because I'm not going to be doing this until 8 o'clock, because I got that other film I was going to edit and upload today to do that. So let me hit the road. Sorry for the hand in the face. Didn't mean to do that. Huh. Yeah. What's also interesting is when you notice you change yourself and you change your whole outlook and personality, you start realizing people for who, like someone that you may have thought was a good person or a good person for you, you soon find out that as you start changing your habits, even your dietary habits and your environment, that the people you thought were good for you are actually possibly toxic. You just don't see that because you're in this bubble of self-denial of like, wow, I need XYZ to feel like I'm a whole person. But you realize you don't need that, but you're taught that for your whole life. And then once you remove your ego from that bubble, like, wow, I'm surrounded by all these toxic people. I didn't realize it. I mean, it's just as simple as if you're trying to lose weight, but all the people that you surround yourself with, like snacking on food every day, you're gonna have a tough time to impossibility, because you'll be constantly tempted. Now, if you surround yourself with people that are like-minded, who are into fitness or into eating healthy, into shopping healthy, even if it's just someone likes buying organic stuff, you will get healthier just in proximity. It's like, if you want to be successful in YouTube, if you want to be successful in corporations, if you want to make a lot of money, even if you're in a bad situation, if you surround yourself with people that are like-minded, or more specifically people that have resources, you will get where you want to go. That's why I actually want to go to VidCon, because there'll be a lot of big YouTubers, and I'm just going to start talking to them and by proximity of putting myself in that successful environment, I will be more successful in YouTube. It works in corporations. Do you think Donald Trump, when he went bankrupt, you know that Donald Trump actually went bankrupt twice? But how did he suddenly become a billionaire? Because he had a lot of friends. He stayed with people that had a lot of money. He had resources and contacts. Even when he went down, they all said, oh, I'll give you a leg up. I know you're good for it because you've done business before. So he instantly became a billionaire again, not because he had money, but because he was surrounded with people that had money and had businesses. He made a lot of friends, and that's how he did it. It wasn't because, honestly, Donald Trump really didn't make his fortune. His environment made his fortune, not him. I can go on and on about him. Not a presidential thing. I've still been debating on running for president because a lot of people have been telling me that I should run. Because I have an actual platform. I actually have an answer, a solution for every potential problem that exists. I won't go into it here because it'll take forever. But I thought of making private videos because I don't want it public yet, because it's not really interesting content. But I'll label each video like how I'll handle health care. I got a perfect solution for that. How I can defeat the national debt and actually have surplus revenue within 2 weeks. That's a real thing. I know exactly what to do to completely get rid of the national debt. Yes, the multi-trillion-dollar national debt. I can fix that in 2 weeks. To the point, almost to the point where I can actually start getting $500 billion to $1 trillion revenue strike initially in the first month or so. After that, it's an easy solution. I don't know why no one's done it before. Well, I have some people may think conspiracy theories on why but there's a reason why it is what it is. Veteran status and veteran support. No one talks about that. Every presidential candidate just kind of like, yeah, veterans are cool. They defend the country, but no one really supports it. His business was established and his peers run. Yeah, and I won't get into like the context that Donald Trump has. Questionable. It's New York City. I used to live in New York, so I know there's a lot of good old boy mentality that gets passed around a lot, and that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, veteran status needs to be looked at. Wounded soldiers should not be the only thing that help veterans. There's need to be a more comprehensive care package, and I'm not talking about like just giving money away. I'm just talking about actual care. I think I could get a lot of votes on that because I'm actually talking about no. And I don't think I've seen a single presidential candidate since, Roosevelt that actually talked about veterans directly. They talk about it. They're like, yeah, support your military, support your troops, go, and that's all they say. That's it, and everything else is just dropped. I mean, how many times have we seen like a bum on the street who used to be in the Marines, who used to be in the military? I mean, and good people that have done really good for the country that just dumped and ignored. In fact, at this point, with all the resources that we have, there shouldn't be a single hungry, starving, poor person at all. There's plenty of opportunity to get people, to give them. Now, I will admit that there's plenty of people that want to be poor, that want to be destitute, that want to be a bum on the street. That's a whole other thing, because that's a motivation thing. If a person don't prioritize, that's very true. That's very true. Because if they don't prioritize, then that means that nothing means anything to them. They don't care about a thing. If people don't care about a thing, then how can you trust them with anything? Because they'll just, with everything else, like, doesn't matter to me one way or the other. Anyways, I'm going to hit the road a little bit just because, well, hey, I had this on my side window and my back window. Now it's probably reversed in the camera because the camera does that, but basically says I'm doing my part. Subscribe to PewDiePie, subscribe to Raxian. So yeah, I know it's corny and cheesy, but hey, if it works, it works, and it's not harming anyone. In fact, when that whole New Zealand thing happened, Yeah, yes, that's true. Some people do on purpose. I mean, I remember hearing about that millionaire who gave up everything and just decided to hit the railroad, to act like a bum on the railroad on purpose, just to see what it was like. Now, I feel like that's kind of wrong, because he has all these resources and he's trying to live a life. Like, if you really want to live the life, give your money to a good cause and truly live the life that way, instead of pretending. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Now, I'm not even talking about people that are stuck, that people are like on drugs or alcohol, where they have something that's keeping them down. I'm talking about people purposely choosing, like, you know what, there's a lot of people that give up. That's what it is. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to deal with the establishment. That's great, but then they just stop. Some people just stop, and when you stop, you wind up on the street, and then you stop until you stop forever. I was actually laughing. My last remark: once you become a person, prior to you enter life of a parasite. It's like the Matrix. I remember when Agent Smith said that humanity was like a virus, and that it spreads and feeds on and consumes without, consideration. That's food for thought. That's deep. Because what are we to Earth? What are we to Gaia, to this planet? What are we to the solar system, and eventually to the galaxy? When you start consuming resources and moving on, start creating solar platforms and energy inducers and energy converters and gas converters and fusion converters out in space. So we deploy ships to different sectors. What are we actually doing? What are we actually contributing to the galaxy? Waste material, basically. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna get out here because a lot of people are walking around. Yeah, there was I missed it, but there was a open house, and I was gonna check it out. Free food and free drinks and all this stuff, or whatever they have here. Now it's just people just wandering around, just standing in the middle of the street. 4-year-old kid just standing in the middle of the street. Yeah, you're not gonna get run over. I'm not gonna run him over. I am gonna be careful, like I always am. Yeah, I mean, the kid's literally in the middle of the street. What the? You got some explaining to do. Yeah. Alright, so all these Pokestops and gyms I've taken care of, so this place is done. Now, how to get out of here without hitting other kids. I'll just circle around. These two ladies have been like standing there talking for a good. They've been talking longer than I've been here, and they're standing in the same exact spot. Why don't they just go inside and sit down? Get a beverage, get a snack, do something. No, I'm not going to go this way, because this way would cause problems. Now, the stream may get choppy because I'm driving around. As you know, driving and streaming is kind of bad. Okay, everything's bad. Got a little South Park reference there. Jeez, I haven't watched South Park in ages. Look at all those guys I'm not going to catch. Okay, so my itinerary is to go, click on that, go to the side areas first, then go into Old Town, do that circuit, then go to Vint Hill, do that circuit, then go up to Gainesville-ish, and I'm not, as I said, I'm not going to do this until 8 o'clock because I got a few other things I need to do. Alright, I will turn around here because if I don't, it'll be a long while before I'll be able to turn around anywhere else. By the way, if you've watched any of my After Dark Pokemon Go ghost hunting episodes, one of the bridges that I did is nearby this area. It was actually a really cool spot. I couldn't stick around because I had to park on the bridge, which technically I wasn't really supposed to do. But, I digress. Okay, so this is a gym up here, so I can skip that. Because this event only does Pokestops and not gyms. Is this delegated to gyms? So let me think about let me think about this more. If I go in Old Town, change of plans. I'm going to Old Town first. I'll scoop those up because the next gyms past that it's a little bit more of a drive. I mean, not more, but it's away. There's a big cluster in Old Town. You see, a lot of times when you see me play in this area, it's at Old Town. Now there is that gym there, but it's in a weird spot that you can't get to from here. Well, hold on. No, I'll actually I need to go here. Yeah, I'm going to stick to my plan. Because what I'll do is I'll do Old Town, then I'll go to Walmart, and then Walmart. I am in various cities. I won't give you too details, but I'm in Northern Virginia area. I'll say I'm in the Manassas, Gainesville, Haymarket, Warrenton, Culpeper area-ish. Okay. So I'm glad I got this. Can't do this gym here. And you just stand there with your phone in the middle of the street. No, I'm not gonna run you over. Yeah, okay, so the plan is to go through Old Town like I normally do once. Then I'll go to Walmart, and when I go to Walmart, I'll cut through to get that stop that I just saw. Back in a time, yes, that'll make a lot more logical and strategic sense, because once I go through the other stops, that'll lead me right into where I normally go, and then I can go into Vint Hill and scoop that up. That's kind of a weird spot, and then from there I'll go to onesie twosies, then to Gainesville. So, but I already got a shiny. Actually, I got 2 shiny cast forms. Oddly enough. So as you can tell, I'm heading to the cluster area here. Actually, what do I have here? Okay, battle and a raid. So I saw something popping up here. That egg, I'll probably hit that. Because you don't actually have to. Oh, it's 34 minutes. Maybe not. Yeah, I could have battled that other raid. Alright. People with their dogs. Alright. So let me go. Can't go here, but I will go down this way. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that stop because I know I have three things right now. And actually, I'm going to go to my usual parking spot. We'll read that once I park. Sorry I can't read at the moment. But she's only at 53%. Jeez. I tell you, this phone charge is not really as strong as it used to be. Okay, I'm going to go to my usual parking lot. Thanks, bro. Okay. Purposely ignoring those so I make sure I actually can get those, and ignoring that until I see what's up here. Yay, no parking at all here. Or no one taking parking spots. I think I see a couple of Pokemon Go people. Yep, they got their phone out. Any luck yet? Yeah, same here. Huh. Everywhere you go, it's Pokemon Go. Okay, I see southern area weather is bad. Actually, it's not bad. I have family that live in Florida and the weather is bad. Oh, really? How bad is it? What's going on out there? Let's see, 54%? Really? Dang it, I didn't bring my battery again. Oh. And I'll just have to make do. Well, since I'm not sticking around here, I'm not going to be doing like a community out. It should be good until I get back in the car. Yeah, actually, it's actually kind of nice and it's a little cloudy, but it's not really that bad here. But yeah, there's a lot of weather hitting a lot of people. Like I've been hearing a lot of stuff in the news. These cast forms. Another shiny. This is number 3. This is crazy. They must have upped the percentage of getting shiny. I mean, this is unusual. Shiny cast form. Well, the good thing about these is if I get enough of these, I can probably trade for things I need. Like Pachirisu. That is one that is going to be a pain for me. I need a Relicanth, Pachirisu, Torkoal, and I'm trying to think. Oh, there's the Tropius. Yeah, those are ones that I need to get. Now, if I had 100,000 subscribers, I can travel there. Hurricane, tornado in Florida. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right, because when I went down to Delray earlier this year, there was a lot of damage. And actually I went to Key West, where in Key West there's an island, a beautiful island, beach island, that the whole island is destroyed from the hurricane, to the point where it's going to take them 70 years to rebuild it. 70 years. Nice throws and curveballs. Look at the curveballs I can do easily. I could probably combine it if this guy doesn't do anything weird. Alright, that's more than enough. Okay. Now that this one research task is done, okay, let's clear it out. Alright, shiny Lotad, come on. Nope. Yeah, I'm not a maximist. If I get one shiny of each, I'm good. It'd be great if I got 100%, but I'm not. Ever since I got that 100% shiny Treco that was stripped from me, I'm not caring about that whatsoever. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to do a nice throw on this guy. Alright. You know, one thing I kind of miss, I see a lot of couples walking around playing. I kind of miss that, just having someone to play with. Alright, let's see what this is. Make 3 great throws. Okay. Not a problem. Florida is a nice place to go in the summertime to lounge and drink lemonade. In the winter, you'll be squeezing lemons. Yeah, my brother actually has a place in Florida. He lives in Buffalo, New York, but he also lives in Delray, Florida, and he always goes down there during the winter time. Congrats.
Hi.
Hey, you said shiny?
Yeah.
Shiny what? Yeah? Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm supposed to get nice and great throws, right? I'm not paying attention here, right? Let's see. Let's see. 5 nice and 3 great. Alright, so I'm going to have to stick around here. Battle and a raid. Is there any raid here? Man, the brewery, I can smell a beer from here. I'm gonna have to wander a little bit before this stop. But I will have to admit, I wish they would bring back Phoebus. Yeah, it's Pokemon Go. It's actually one of the biggest app games in existence. Over $3 billion, I think it was, for the fiscal year that they made and all the revenue from the game purchases alone. So yeah, it's a big game. It's actually probably the biggest at this point. Come on. Alright, so I have to wait a second. Yeah, it's Pokemon Go. It's based off of the original Pokemon franchise, where you have to battle and capture various creatures of various kinds. And the whole gist of it is to catch them all. That's, you probably heard the tagline, gotta catch them all. If you ever give it a chance, just watch Pokemon and you'll get to see. It's an augmented reality game on top of the value of the world based off the Ingress engine. Come on, spawn something. Actually, wait a minute, I just had an idea. Since I have these. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. I know there's even a couple dead spots here too, so it's all right. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Well, these guys are a pain. Hair and fists. What games do you play, just out of curiosity? Because I've been thinking about streaming. I haven't finished Fallout 4 yet. And this guy. All right. Oh, I think that's Spawn. I think it's the creative. Well, I'm trying to be different, trying to do something like this. There's a lot of Pokemon Go players out there, but I try to combine. I try to combine different things. I try to create something interesting, something useful, entertaining, also practical and nostalgia. Because I'm an '80s type of guy. I like a lot of '80s stuff. So if you ever watch some of my edits and some of my video clips, you'll see a lot of clips from various movies and shows, from like modern stuff to back. And there's one clip I added in my I forgot what video it was. It was from an old '50s movie, and I wonder if anybody would catch the reference from it. In this one clip from Blazing Saddles, I had to be very careful on that edit, because right after that there's a line that would let's just say is not meant for modern TV. If you've ever seen Blazing Saddles, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But there's like a lot of controversial stuff on there to this day. Like this day, that movie would be banned and killed and quashed and all sorts of sick, crazy stuff. Really, nothing is spawning. This is just trying to get those throws out of the way. All these stops that I can't take because nothing is spawning. Games I play: Call of Duty, Battlefield, which was the video you saw, Street Fighter. Oh yeah, Street Fighter. I haven't played Street Fighter in a long time. Yeah, I actually I played Call of Duty. Actually, Battlefield is really good. I actually liked when it first came out, the original Ghost Recon. I love the game and playing style because it was something where you just couldn't run in. There you go. You had to actually be stealthy. And I like that about the game. It was a lot more realistic. And of course the zombies, Call of Duty zombies. All right. Interesting you mentioned the 80s. Are you into Street Fighter 2? Yep. Yeah, I was around when all the big name games came out, pretty much. Okay, let me clear this out. Another regular Lotad. Excuse. I used to be, speaking of Street Fighter, I used to be a Mortal Kombat fanatic. I knew all the moves, all the fatalities, the hidden stuff. I was at the point where I did stuff that even the game makers were like, huh? I didn't know you could do that. But that was back in the day. Now if I were to play it, I'd be like, have you ever played this game before? All right, now forget which, see? That's a problem with some of these tasks. All right, let's see. By the way, one other good thing about Pokemon Go, and I'll say this even if you're not a big avid game player, in a sense of Pokemon Go player, what this game is actually good for is if you're in a place, an unfamiliar city, all the stops that you spin will leave a trail. And if you don't know, if you lose your bearings and you don't know where you are, just follow all the stops you've done because they're all a certain color, and you can actually find your way back. I did that in Washington, D.C. I was playing one day, and I started walking around, and like, whoa, I'm really off track. I don't even know where I was, because it's easy to lose track of where you are. And I looked at the game like, oh, if I just go here, 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 and here, and then as soon as I got back, it's like, yeah, unintentional. Street Fighter 2 and some of the other classical games still look amazing. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's lots of games that are way ahead of their time graphic-wise. And there is such a thing as too much graphics. Where, see, three, nice, okay. Where the realism in a game can actually detract from the enjoyability of the game, where it's almost distracting. Stay true to your colors. Like if you ever seen those Elder Scroll, it was like Oblivion, or I forget what's like the fiasco videos or videos of all the bad cutscenes and graphic collisions and such. It's just hilarious. But that was a game that wasn't thoroughly tested. But unintentionally, it provided a lot of content for YouTubers that wanted to showcase all. Oh, wait, I need a streak? Oh. That I might have to skip. What type of streak? Never know the outcome when I expected, just explore. You know what I really had hopes for, game-wise? Three throws in a row. I may have to skip that. Is, I did not buy it, but I was waiting for it to come out to see if people liked it. Was No Man's Sky. When I heard about that, like, oh wow, this sounds fantastic. But then the developers just dropped the turd in people's lap. Then they tried to revamp it, and I heard it got better, but that's all I heard. It just got better. And that was it. I didn't hear anything beyond that. I didn't hear this was the game it was supposed to be, this is the best game ever, or anything like that. It's just, I mean, I kind of like the concept of it being in such a massive world. Weather boost, huh? Well, I have to say this nice three nice throws in a row. I've been transposing my words a lot. I am going to get rid of you. I told Niantic to stop this whole crap in the row stuff, but you know. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, I'm sure you know about Mortal Kombat. Yeah, oh, I know all about that. People out of the woodwork, people that I haven't talked to in a long, like many years, have come on and said, "Are you gonna get this game? Are you gonna play? Are you gonna compete?" And like, whoa, we haven't, you know, like, hi, I haven't talked to you in a while. Hello, how are you doing? And maybe. Usually super. Well, okay, I can do that here. Okay, so now, I forget what I was even trying to do here. All I know is I got 3 shiny cast forms, and that's good. Great. See, it can run. All right. Weather boost raid. Okay. Raid. It's not going to be for a while. Excited about MKLo. I haven't played 11 years. Well, yeah, that's probably how long I actually played like 5 minutes at an arcade down in Delray. But I swear the game was rigged because I was in the very first level, very first opponent, and well, controls were sticky, and I also got beaten sounding like, no, this is not how it's played. You know, PewDiePie is always about 0 deaths. I'm going to start quoting or misquoting, saying always win. Like, I always win, bro. And of course, considering that, you know, it's an ironic thing because even though PewDiePie says 0 deaths, he dies constantly in games, and I always lose in games too. So that's a thing. All right. Jeez, what's with these guys running? I don't want to actually stick around here too long. I can't take that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go up here. Due to why I haven't played in years, memorizing variety characters. Yeah, that's probably why I haven't done so well when I play. Yeah, it is a lot to memorize. In fact, at one point, I actually had to write down cheat sheets to try and memorize. Like I would actually do like arrows, like up, left, right, curve, X, you know, and all that stuff, and actually create a cheat sheet. Well, if you've seen the modern video games, the console games, a lot of them have at least like top 3 moves right on the game for like each character. So, but I mean, of course, they don't share all of it. It's funny. All right, this gym. Yeah, I'm gonna take it out. 1, because I need to clear the task, but 2, just because. Kalo wines. Yeah, that's. Ooh, something smells good food-wise. But yeah, you're right. That's. That's a lot to remember. Actually, one other game. I'm trying to remember. There's one other game. Yeah, an older game, much older game called Below the Root, where you actually had to draw and map out the areas because they didn't handhold you at all. You had to figure out where everything was. Chi. Yeah, it was that bad. But at that point, I was being like a real, like a. Well, I won't say like hardcore gamer, but I was actually being very competitive and actually, even though there wasn't really any competition at the time, it was more of a always have to be the best kind of thing. So it was more like that. It was like, you know, I want to make sure I have every conceivable possibility and combination, so anyone I play against, I can counter it. This is before they actually introduced a competitive play. If I was in competitive play, I would have been on top. that's actually ultimately why I stopped playing, because I got to a point where no one could beat me, and I just kept on playing the same thing over and over again. It was like different characters, different screens, but the same result. And that was actually when I actually stopped competing in games. If I win or lose, it's not a big deal anymore, because I got to a point where I would never lose. And if they had the competitions and the money that they had now for games back then, I would have been the top winner. It was just because that's all I did, and it would have become, I would be part of like a team. It'd be that whole sponsorship thing, and I would have stopped, because gaming would be a business, not fun. And it can be, but I don't want it to be. That's why I mention my videos. I don't care about getting the 100% IV Pokemon. I don't care about getting every conceivable shiny form or getting everything, because if I start ruining the game, then I won't play anymore. And there will be a point where I'll just stop. Pokemon graphics look good close up. Yeah, they're actually, you know what, they've actually had 2 or 3 different, I think it was 3 rendering and graphic editions. When they first came out, the shadows on them weren't that great, and then the details weren't that great. And they clandestinely upped the scale of the looks while the game was being, in service. Yeah, I just might as well just take this out completely. I tell you, I mean, this is Pokemon Go is very addicting for one good reason out of anything. Things don't always turn out the way you want to when it comes to gaming. Yeah, no kidding. Actually, if you take that statement, you could put it to life. Things don't always turn out the way you may think it might. All right, let me put something in here. Something. No, I'm going to be just kind of crazy. Just put a shiny cast form in. Yeah, it does. That's why you gotta do different things in life sometimes. If you get too saturated doing a thing, you won't want to do it, and I haven't seen any weather boosted. Yeah, this game actually shifted a lot because when they first announced Pokemon Go, they like No Man's Sky, they promised a lot, but they didn't deliver. The thing that Pokemon did right and No Man's Sky did not was, as soon as it was released, they said, we don't have PvP or trading yet, but we will in the near future. And they made a promise. So a lot of people hung on to it, saying, okay, at least they mentioned, and they were very detailed on what they do have and don't have. And they delivered. That's the thing. They actually delivered. They realized they had a $3 billion industry that they had to supply, or people would drop out. Okay, raid, let's see. Alright, where's that raid at? Oh, considering this is taking a little bit longer than I expected, I might be able to hit that egg. And I have one spot open. Okay. I will get a smoothie and a little bit. Actually, when I come back after doing these, I got a free smoothie coming. So make 2 grapefruits in a row. Really? Dang it, Niantic, I thought you learned your lesson on these. Well, I'm going to put a lure on here because I just need to get rid of them. And see what pops up. So, weather boost slows down the game due to dropouts. The game would live up to, yeah. You know what game I would like to see, but if I had time, I would have to. The only way I could see it is if I made it myself. Let me see if I can catch this. These are actually very difficult. I would like to see a completely immersive game where this is a real, well, like I've been playing a lot of Skyrim again. I went back to it after like years. Drifloom, you're really whatever. And one thing that I would like to see is the dialogue. I would like to see it change periodically. Really? All right. Yeah, that's okay. I got something out of that. Okay, I'm gonna try to do 2 great throws in a row. That's 1. Hey. So far, so good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing good.
I'm regretting the in the row ones.
I know.
Those are just so frustrating.
I know, I hate them.
All right, moving on. Okay, so I need to get up and sit. 5 minutes. All right. Let's see. Adjustments is always an issue when it comes to games. My PS4 updates. Oh yeah. Let's see. Hey, another cast form. All right. Well, cast form here. These are not easy to get great throws. God, that was frustrating. I don't like those research tasks. But I'm glad this is not a 3-hour thing. It's an 8-hour thing or 9-hour thing or whatever it is. Okay, that they did right. You know, the funny thing is, I don't really care about cast forms or Lotads. I just wanted to do the shiny stuff. Okay. Did I miss a stop? No, I did not. I'll spin this one. Okay. Now let's see. Weather boost and super effective gym battles. Really? And none of these are weather boosted. You know what? I'm going to skip this. Since you can't evolve cast forms, I'm not even going to. No shiny Swablu. Oh, there's a lot more people walking around. It's nice out. When I was doing this in the wintertime, it was interesting. Alright, check this. Actually, I forgot if I checked the other guy. Can I check this guy? Yeah, okay. Oh, nah, okay. I was gonna say I was gonna spin it for giggles, but wait a minute, is this weather boosted? No. Yeah, one game I have to start because I helped support it was Wasteland 2. It was good talking to you. I gotta go. I'm just getting my day started. I'll stop after. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good talking to you. Hopefully you have a good day and keep safe. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Just stop by. If I'm still streaming, you can stop on the channel. If not, you can leave a comment. I'll catch Gym battle. Let's see this. Another one. Now these guys I'm just gonna check. Yeah, peace out. Let's see. Alright, I still need to get those. Oh, yeah, I'll do this first. Weather boost. Come on, where are all you weather boosteds? Come on. Alright, come on. Really? Something. Here we go. Sure, what am I doing? I don't need to catch these guys. Hi. Yeah, let me battle this. Alright, super effective. Let's go. Let's see if this is super effective. Nope. Everybody's putting their cast forms on. Yeah, let's see. Normal should be, yep, that should be, I was going to say normal form. That should have done it. Alright, there we go. Okay, another Lotad. Time to get rid of the cast forms. Sheesh. What? Anyways, I will probably stop the stream for now because I'm going to be hitting some dead zones. But thank you for stopping by. I'm going to update my video later today, hopefully, and I'll do a little summation of how many I wound up getting. So I'll catch you guys later, and thank you for stopping by and for the chat. Really love that part of this great being able to talk to you guys later. So, I'll catch you guys later.